Here is your latest African news. West Africa. Ecowas envoy leaves Mali without deal on poll date. Former Nigerian President Goodluck Jonathan has ended a two-day visit to Mali without any agreement on a date for elections to return the country to civilian rule. The military government in Mali, which seized power in 2020, said it regretted the lack of compromise at this stage. Mr. Jonathan is mediating in Mali on behalf of the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. He had sought to pin down a date for free elections, having previously said an initially proposed 5 years was too long. The ECOWAS and the European Union imposed sanctions on members of interim President Assimi Goita's inner circle earlier this year after the military authorities in Mali junked a plan for February elections. Rwanda. Government designates 134 hectares for medicinal cannabis production. Rwanda has dedicated 134 hectares to cannabis production last year. The country publicly showcased its plan to start growing and exporting the plant and its products. To the effect of this, a ministerial order was gazetted in June, providing a framework for responsible and secure cultivation, processing, distribution, and use of cannabis in the country. Now, a few months since then, a number of steps have been taken towards starting the operations, among which include the government designating a specific area of 134 hectares to cannabis production and is in the process of having the site developed. A significant number of companies have shown interest in the cultivation, processing, and export of cannabis from Rwanda. Mali. Mali records highest cotton production after ditching France. Mali has recorded its largest cotton production of more than 760 tons for the 2021 to 2022 season. The president of the transition government, Assimi Goita, declared the record production figures that place Mali as a top cotton producer on the African continent, according to the government. Record production was made possible by maintaining a subsidy on agricultural inputs, maintaining a minimal shift in the cost of cotton seen among other initiatives. Mali planted a record 795,000 hectares up to 630 hectares from last year's crop. At the end of the 2019-2020 season, Mali's cotton production totaled 700,000 tons, up to 6.6% from 2018-2019. Cotton producers boycotted the 2020-2021 cotton season following a misunderstanding with the authorities over the price of cotton seeds set by the government. Finally, in 2018, Mali was ranked as the leading cotton producer on the continent with 725,000 tons of cotton seeds, according to data from the Malian Textile Development Company. South Africa. South African court suspends construction of Amazon's headquarters. A court in South Africa ordered the suspension of the building works of Amazon's African headquarters. The court ruling takes the side of indigenous communities who hold the site sacred. The ruling ordered the developers to hold meaningful consultations with the Khoisan people who first resisted Portuguese colonists on the site in 1510. In the previous ruling issued on the 18th of March, the court acknowledged that the fundamental right to culture and heritage of indigenous groups, particularly the Khoi and San First Nations people, is threatened in the absence of proper consultation. Construction of the $254 million building complex is already underway. Previously, the site was being used as a golf course, while the city of Cape Town approved construction of the Amazon site, saying it will create thousands of jobs and give a boost to South Africa's COVID-19 ravaged economy. The plan quickly drew criticism from members of the Khoisan people. Uganda. Uganda bids to host Africa Drugs Agency. President Museveni has said Uganda has invested in the development and manufacture of many medicines over the years and therefore has the required capacity to host the African Medicine Agency (AMA). According to the president, Uganda already has experience in manufacturing aid drugs for the last 10 years under Cipla Quality Chemical Industries Limited. Uganda is among the 8 African countries including Rwanda, Tanzania, Zimbabwe, Algeria, Egypt, Tunisia, and Morocco bidding to host the agency. The new agency will provide a streamlined regulatory authority that would provide quality medicines access and combat substandard imports. The president said Uganda has invested heavily in the medical sector with more infrastructure given its history with pandemics such as HIV and AIDS, Ebola, Marburg, and now coronavirus. On November 1, 2021, Uganda became the 26th AU member state to sign the treaty to establish African Medicines Agency (AMA) at the AU Commission in Addis Ababa. AMA aspires to enhance the capacity of state parties and AU-recognized regional economic communities to regulate medical products to improve access to quality, safe, and efficacious medical products on the continent. AMA will be the second specialized health agency of the African Union after the Africa Center for Disease Control and Prevention. South Africa. Major court victory for communities fighting air pollution in Mpumalanga, Highveld. Environmental justice groups scored a victory against the government as a high court ruled the poor air quality in the Highveld property area violated a constitutional right. The Highveld property area includes parts of Gauteng and Mpumalanga. It is home to 12 of Eskom's coal-fired power stations, Sasol's coal-to-liquid fuel refinery and other coal mining operations. Judge Colin Collis handed down the ruling, declaring that poor air quality in the Highveld priority area is in breach of residents' Section 24A constitutional right to an environment that is not harmful to their health and well-being. The judgment read, the application was first launched by environmental justice groups Groundwork and Vukani Environmental Justice Movement in June 2019. The Minister of Environmental and the National Air Quality Officer are respondents. The case was heard at the North Gauteng High Court in Pretoria in May 2021, but the campaign has been going on for 12 years. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, follow, share and like our video. It's the best way of supporting us. Great news, you can now buy our Africans children's book Maua and the Gardens of Plenty, a book that teaches children the power of great ideas. This book is the best way to start exposing your children to African stories told by Africans. Find the purchase link in the description below. You can directly support this new series by becoming our YouTube member, Patreon or donor. And remember, Africa is watching.